Hi and welcome. In this video I show you here a little insight into my drawing lessons in my membership Animal Art Club. My students get such drawing lessons every month. This is a part of a lion's mane. They have the full portrait tutorial to draw. I'm showing you here how to draw this part of the mane. So enjoy watching and have fun. And yes, making some little clumps where the hairs here are going together. Okay, then let's use the white too. So here below we have lots of lighter hairs. These let's draw with the white. Bringing in here some white hairs that are going here downwards. Make a curve to downwards and then here to the left. Let's draw these white hairs here. And we can then also use the white to bring in highlights over the whole part of the mane. Brighten up here this part below, adding white strokes. We could color this part of the mane then a little bit with our burnt ochre, so a little bit orangey, give it an orangey touch. We can do this then afterwards when we have added here the white lines, and we can color the white lines with the orangey, with the burnt ochre. Also add here above some white lines. We can brighten up this part of the mane here with the white, this bunch of mane here of hair. So I'm going to sharpen the white that it is sharp again, that we have here a sharp point. Yes, also add here some white wavy lines again here above. Refine this hair structure, also bring in some fine white fluffy hairs here to the left and let this overlap. So use a bit more pressure, let them cross. Yes, just bring in here more highlights. Let them overlap. And then here too once more. So here you again have to be a little bit patient. If you don't have the motivation, just stop and continue the next day. Make a break. Yes, and continue drawing and the next day, or go out for a walk, or do something different, do something else. Perhaps you will continue later, or otherwise do it the next day. It needs a special amount of time to build up this great mane of the lion, but you will be really thrilled and amazed how wonderful your portrait then will turn out when you invest enough time in this drawing process. So when you really take your time, work at your own pace, don't hurry until you have finished this hair structure here. It needs lots of layers, but it's definitely worth it, and you will be really very happy and proud what you have created then afterwards. I will promise it to you. It's really cool how this lion comes to life here and really stares at you with his amazing sparkling eyes, and then drawing this brilliant, thick, dense mane around his face. It's really a nice activity to do, and you will be proud what you have created for yourself, and what you can do, what you can achieve. So the most important thing is just to be really very patient and continue drawing. This is also fun in my opinion, so I think it's really a fun thing to do, to just draw these lines, these curvy lines. It can be really a sort of meditation too, so use this to calm down after a busy day and after a day of stressful work or something like that. Just sit down for yourself in a calm place and draw line by line and use that for really for relaxation. Okay, so I've added now some white hairs. Then let's use the burnt ochre. Let's use a sharp burnt ochre and go over this very light part of the mane on the right side gently, and bring in here some burnt ochre strokes, so 187, but really very gently with the sharp pencil. Scratch in here some burnt ochre lines, or also just blend the layers with the burnt ochre color. Here it's important that you really use very little pressure. Just bring in here a thin layer of the orangey ochre, and then let's also use the brown ochre here a bit. 182. Some sharpen it. So with the sharp brown ochre, 182, bring in some yellow lines here between, so with very low pressure. These are the darker shadow lines here in this part of the mane here on the end. Use 182 brown ochre. And bringing in here some brown ochre lines between. Also let them go over these overlapping little fluffy hairs. You can make them a little bit more yellowish. Going over this a little bit with the brown ochre. Okay. Darken down these little hair lines a little bit where the little clumps are starting. They should always be a little bit darker. Can go over with the brown ochre here. Okay, let's use the craft knife and scratch in some lines in this lighter part of the mane here. Scratching in some lines here, some darker lines between. Okay, great. Then let's have a look. Let's use our blue, the indigo, dark indigo a little bit, 157. And here above, here we could draw some more of these black hairs, I would say. So I add here a little bit more of the blue first and then add black. So bringing in here some more of these little dark indigo hairs with very low pressure. Really hardly touch the paper here with very little pressure, so that you really don't achieve too thick lines. Hold the pencil really loosely and try to not touch the paper. Just really very, very gently. Then you create so fine, thin, fluffy hairs that are going here into the background. Then we can do the same with the black and add some black hairs here too. So here we can bring in some black hairs. Use again low pressure, let them cross here. Also bringing in black here between our mane, between these clumps of hair here. And then we need here too some overlapping fluffy black that is going here into the background. Here draw some curves and let them cross, but always with low pressure. This was a little insight into my drawing lessons in my membership Animal Art Club. My students in the club are getting these full portrait tutorials every month. The doors to Animal Art Club are open now. You can join Animal Art Club if you would like. You can see more information in the link below. It's a place for all artists who would like to draw realistic animal portraits in pastels, be together in an amazing place, meet other like-minded people, enjoy the spirit in that membership, and draw every month full portraits or focus tutorials or little happy